We have a 1974 Fender Stratocaster in Olympic white. It's had two owners. I'm the second owner. I bought it in 1983 in George Gruhn's guitar store in Nashville, Tennessee. It still has the stock label from George Gruhn's guitar shop on the back of the peg head. It has essentially been unplayed for the last 25 years. I'm not a guitar player. I'm a bass player. I bought it simply as a practice instrument, and I haven't even taken it out of the case for about 25 years. So it's in very good condition, although the fellow that owned it for the first 9 years of its long life used it regularly. I have not. So the frets are original, and they also are not worn. So there's a lot of life left in this guitar. Everything on the guitar is original. Original frets, original tuners, original pots, original staggered pole pickups in 1974. This is probably the last model of Fender Stratocaster that had staggered pole pickups. After that, they started using a different kind, and it's less collectible. The original pots are still there. You have a volume knob, which controls all three pickups, and then there are two tone knobs. The two tone knobs control the tone for the neck and the center pickup. The bridge pickup does not have a tone knob. That's common in the 70s Stratocasters. It has a three-way switch. It's the original switch, although you can stick it in between the three settings and get two additional settings that are out of phase, which give you a little funky tone, which we'll show you later. The only thing missing from the guitar is the plastic back plate. It was very common back then to simply remove it and throw it away, and it made it easier to tune up the guitar and also to change the strings if one broke. But you could replace it for less than $10 if you wanted it, but we just never bothered to. It has the original whammy bar, and it also has what we used to call the ashtray, the chrome ashtray that goes over the bridge. It has the original Fender hard shell case in very good condition, and the inside is lined with the Screaming Orange liner that's famous from that vintage. The Olympic white color is considered the most collectible of these guitars' colors, except for maybe black, because of black was Eric Clapton's color. Hendrix, Jeff Beck, and Yngwie Malmsteen played the guitars that were Olympic white with a blonde neck like this, so it's considered quite collectible. According to the official Vintage Guitar Magazine price guide, both a black and an Olympic white 1974 Fender Stratocaster is worth between $3,800 and $4,200. And some of the other colors, including natural, worth a little less than that. Okay, let's hear the 1974 Fender Stratocaster. We could start out with, if you were like playing 70s arena rock kind of things, put on the neck pickup, and it really sounds terrific. Also use the neck pickup to play sort of a throaty gypsy jazz kind of a sound. It makes an excellent sort of a 60s solid body guitar overall for things like Beatles songs and things like that. If you put the three-way switch in between, you stick it in between the middle and the neck pickup, you can get an out-of-phase sound that sounds great with things like I Feel Fine by the Beatles. If you put it on the bridge pickup all the way up, and you like to play it clean, you can get a nice rockabilly sound or a Lubbock sound like Buddy Holly, something like that. And when you put on the middle pickup, and that can play a lot of 60s sounds, almost like a folk singer kind of a thing. actually makes a surprisingly good jazz guitar too. You can get a lot of different sounds out of it. Of course, the tone would matter too, but the pickups are very, very versatile. Alternative rock bands really like Fender Stratocasters. A lot of like this. This is the same tone as you get for the jazz stuff, but it's a very versatile guitar. If you wanted to play in a metal band or something like that, or heavy metal, it's a terrific guitar for that. You put it on the bridge pickup, it's pure treble that way, and a little bit of distortion. And it's a great shredding guitar. Now the guitar itself is in really good shape. It's set up well. The strings are low. It tunes very well. Of course, it has a whammy bar, and tuning a guitar that doesn't have a hardtail is always interesting because it takes longer than a guitar without a whammy bar. But once this guitar is in tune, it stays in tune surprisingly well, especially for an old guitar. But again, it doesn't have that many hours of use on it. So we'll play some scales up and down the neck so you can hear. There really are no buzzes, there's no worn frets, there's no ruts anywhere. Okay, so there you go, 1974 Fender Stratocaster in Olympic white. Thanks for watching.